Hey everybody, Mountain Grandma here. I am back with another healthy snack idea. This one, it's all about the apple nachos. That's right, apple nachos. And all of this yummy goodness on top. I'm going to share with you what I've got over the top of these. Such an amazing healthy snack. If you love apples, you're going to love these. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, for this recipe, you of course need apples. Organic apples. Make sure that they are organic. Make sure that you have washed and cleaned them well, especially if you're going to be including the apple skins, which do contain the majority of this fruit's nutritional benefits. You're also going to need an assortment of toppings, and I'm going to do a little bit of a combination with different things here. I'd suggest you do the same. You're going to love it. All right, now let's get started. I make the toppings first, so I'll be right with you to do that. All right, we're starting out with about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. And this particular peanut butter is not a real firm peanut butter. So if you have a firm peanut butter, you might want to add in more honey than I'm adding in. But I'm going to add in about a tablespoon or so of honey to this peanut butter, and we're just going to get it mixed up. My goal is get the mixings together first, and then I cut up my apples. All right, next up, we're going to get the yogurt blend going, and I love using a Greek yogurt. It's higher in protein and just really good for you. And I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons. I'm eyeballing everything here. Going to add a couple of that to the bowl. I didn't comment on the fact that I was using raw honey a minute ago, but raw honey is really good for your gut bacteria, as is this yogurt. And they say that if people want to lose weight, you really want to make sure that you're feeding your healthy gut bacteria. So by adding in the raw honey, by using yogurt, this snack is helping you to feed that healthy gut bacteria. And you saw I added that agave nectar into here as another healthy sweetener. So I'm just going to blend that up, and we're going to set that aside also and continue on. Alrighty, now let me remind you why you should be eating an apple a day. The old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, appears to actually be true. As a matter of fact, in an analysis of more than 85 studies, apple consumption was shown to be consistently associated with a reduced risk of heart disease, cancer, asthma, type 2 diabetes, compared to other fruits and vegetables. And one of the studies evaluated, researchers in Finland followed more than 5,000 Finnish men and women for more than 20 years. Those who ate the most apples and other flavonoid-rich foods, such as onions and tea, were found to have a 20% lower risk of heart disease than those who ate the smallest amount of these foods. In another study, apple consumption was linked to a lower risk for asthma. When nearly 1,500 adults in the United Kingdom were asked about their eating habits during the previous year, the investigators found that people who ate at least 2 apples each week had a 22 to 32% lower risk of developing asthma than those who ate less of this fruit. And it's also known to be great for your heart health as well. Now, if you're wondering what's in the apples, they contain vitamin C, pectin, and of course, they're a high fiber food. They're also a good source of potassium. And remember, most of the apple's important nutrients are contained in its skin. So make sure that you're purchasing organic or growing them yourself, and make sure that you're washing them well, just in case there's anything on them. They're also loaded with important phytochemicals, and flavonoids, one of which is quercetin. And if you hadn't heard about how amazing quercetin is, you need to go and check that out. All right, and we're making this, a serving size is 100-gram serving size of an apple is basically 1 small apple, and it provides 52 calories, 0.3 grams of protein, 0.2 grams of fat, and 12.8 grams of carbohydrate, with 2.4 grams of fiber and 10.4 grams as natural sugars. If it was a medium-sized apple, you'd be looking at about 72 calories, zero point 0.4 grams of protein, zero point 0.2 grams of fat, and 19.1 grams of carbohydrates, with 3.3 grams of fiber and 14.3 grams of sugars. So all in all, they're super healthy for you. They also contain malic acid, which is something that I've had personal experience with. It's very effective for minimizing the size of gallstones that you might have in your gallbladder. So they're a gallbladder friendly food. And if you eat these on a regular basis, an apple a day, it's going to do wonders for your gallbladder health. And also your cholesterol. There is a book that I love called Cholesterol Down. And in that book, one of the things that it mentions is that you need to eat an apple every day. And if you really are wondering about apples, go dig in and do your research because they're just incredible for you. And I'm trying to top all these chopped apples with healthy ingredients. So you see the peanut butter and the raw honey. Again, we're not just, feeding your body, we're feeding your gut bacteria with this too. And then we're going to be adding in the yogurt topping as well. And then hang tight and I'll show you what else I'm going to put on this plate of apple nachos. All right, next up, I'm adding in a stevia-based Nutella by Pure. I just shared that bottle with you and see that you could see what it looks like. This is really good stuff. Tastes a lot like Nutella. I'm using it very sparingly. And you can see that I'm not just covering up every apple with everything because I'm kind of, putting different things in different areas so that there's a little bit for everybody. If somebody wants Nutella, they can have it. If they prefer peanut butter or the yogurt topping, there's that there for them also. So just an idea for you. There's a lot of twists you can do on this and a lot of things that you could top this with. So I'm just sharing with you a quick, easy go-to that I had on hand, like these cranberries, and there's a couple little pumpkin seeds there I'm going to put in that yogurt section. And by the way, this video is part of our Healthy Snacks collaboration. I've got co-hosts this year. That's Gail over at Gail's Southern Living and Heather at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. And we welcome anyone to join us if they'd like. There are scheduled Healthy Snacks videos being shared Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, those are open. So if you have a snack you'd like to share, join in. Now here's some coconut I'm going to put along with that. With these healthy snacks here, and you can see I'm just, putting it in certain places. So yummy. But down in my description box, I've got a playlist link so you can go check out all the videos, and there's going to be a giveaway. The day for the giveaway is yet to be announced, so make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the little bell so you can get an update for when I post for that giveaway day to be. So make sure you check that out also. All right, the last thing I'm going to add is going to be the nuts to this. So I'm going to add some peanuts. And you'll see that I'm only putting them over here on this little section where I have the peanut butter and honey mixture. And I'm not just loading up my apple nachos because everybody doesn't want them all loaded up. And then I've got these Oregon hazelnuts, which I'm going to have to chop these guys. So I'm going to add some chopped hazelnuts on here as well. And there it is. So you can see all these different kinds of apple nachos I got going on here. I've got a yogurt with cranberries and pumpkin seeds, and I've got some honey peanut butter with peanuts, and I've got some of the yogurt and the peanut butter that also has hazelnut chocolate over the top of it. There's a bite for you guys. Yum. I hope you all try this at home. It's such a fun idea to just do with regular fruit. A little bit of a difference from just, cutting up an apple and putting it on a plate with a teaspoonful of peanut butter on the side or something. Definitely more fun. Great for the kids. Great for the family. Just a great, healthy, easy snack. Thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you leave a comment down below. Let me know, have you tried this before? And until I see you next time, everyone, keep your joy, folks.